Welcome to Wrestling Talk. Today we're going to be talking about. This will be important for the next two episodes. But today we're going to be talking about 5 people I think could be Randy Orton's mystery opponent for WrestleMania. His match isn't confirmed, but they've been building up this mystery opponent for him at WrestleMania, which I think will be at night 2, so each night has 7 matches. So, let's begin with number 1. The one I find the most likely is Nick Aldis. Don't get me wrong, he has not wrestled in WWE before, but I feel like now would be the time to do it. Now it seems like the perfect time to do it, you know? Just pull the trigger on the match. Just to do it, you know what I'm saying? It seems like the perfect opportunity for Nick Aldis versus Randy Orton because they're building up to that. And I would be kind of disappointed if it wasn't Nick Aldis versus Randy Orton. Number 2. Now this, you know my opinions on this wrestler. It wouldn't be a good match unless they have like some form of stipulation to it or something, but Solo Sikoa. I feel like Solo Sikoa will only have an interesting match if there was some form of stipulation in it. But he could also possibly face Randy Orton, because they're also building to that. They're building Randy Orton and Solo and Randy Orton and Nick Aldis. Which direction they're going with, I don't know. But Solo to me seems the second most likely out of all of them to have this match with Randy Orton. It would be the perfect opportunity for Solo to have his first ever WrestleMania match to date, I think. I could be wrong, but I don't think Solo has had a WrestleMania match ever. And that is honestly very disappointing. But other than that, everything else seems fine. But Solo being Randy Orton's opponent would be disappointing to me. But it's the second most likely outcome, so Solo gets his first ever WrestleMania moment. Number 3. I feel like this would be the third most likely, and it would be Tonga Loa, because he hasn't had any single matches at a pay-per-view before, and his match being at WrestleMania would be awesome. It would be a perfect setting for like Solo to mess things up eventually, and they both Chicken Fatu and Tama Tonga leave him. It would be the perfect setup for that, but you know, it is what it is. Number 4. This one I feel like is unlikely to happen, but could happen. Rusev versus Randy Orton doesn't seem like it would be the most exciting WrestleMania match ever. If it happens, it's going to be like a squash match at best. At worst, a squash match. At best, maybe a decent match. So I don't think they're really going to go for it. And the 5th most unlikely is Aleister Black. The 5th is Aleister Black, which I think is highly unlikely, because I feel like Randy Orton's going to win at WrestleMania, and I don't feel like they want to give Aleister Black a loss again, unless they're going to have Randy Orton lose at WrestleMania. And that's the reason why I think Aleister Black is highly unlikely. So, yeah. Goodbye.